Hey guys, it's me, Boog.
And Dad.
And today we're going to be reviewing the Home Depot Halloween Gremlins Stripe.
Absolutely. So, as most of you guys may or may not know, the big Home Depot Halloween drop was yesterday, August the 4th. Today is, which was Monday, and then I think it officially went live like at 6:30 a.m. yesterday morning.
Yes.
And of course, today is Tuesday, August the 5th. And yeah, you heard that right. So literally, we did our orders yesterday, and they've already started coming in. Of course, not everything, but we did get Stripe here and Maleficent the day after we ordered. How impressive is that?
Yeah.
So yeah, Home Depot's got it going on this year. That I don't think that's ever happened for us. A lot of times we made the order and we waited at least a week.
Yeah.
You know, because most of the time we do ship to store, and even that's at least a week, 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, just depending. You never know. But yeah, getting them the next day, this is amazing. So cool. Yeah. So obviously, we live in we live in Georgia, so obviously these must have been at a warehouse very close to us.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can figure. But anyway, back to the review. So this is going to be. Obviously, the brand new for Halloween 2025 this year, Stripe from Gremlins. Yes, animatronic, animated Stripe. So as you can see here, he's 3.5 feet tall. Looks like he's going to have some movement. I think his mouth's going to move. His eyes, I believe, will light up. So it just says Stripe, life-size animated character. I'm going to zoom a little more so you guys can see all this. But yeah, basically,
so pretty much. So it says speaks phrases from the movie, sound and motion activated, disassembles for easy storage, and includes figure base.
yeah, that's pretty much everything we're gonna get with this one.
And then Dad will give you the language translation there.
I'll give it in Gremlin. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So, but the box is it's not anything too ginormous. I mean, probably somewhere close to 3 foot wide and maybe 18 inches, 20 inches, or I guess I should say about 2 foot long and 18, 20 inches wide. This is it here. Like I said, you do get the kind of like the sticker photo slapped on the front there. And I'm curious as to who makes this guy. So I want to show two, or like I said, I don't see anything that's kind of giving us away like a, oh wait, yep, there it is. So we know right up front, this is from Jimmy. So, yeah, it's you know, most of the time Home Depot works with SVI for, I would say, probably 90% of their products. But we picked up one last year that Jimmy did. What was it, Boog?
It was Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, yes, Beetlejuice, which wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
So I know the kids really liked it on Halloween night. I took it to the fire station, and oh my, well, we'll finish talking about that later. But yeah, so the Beetlejuice, yeah. So he ended up being okay. But give us a few minutes. Let's get all the parts of the box, show what that looks like, and I'll continue my story with Jimmy Animatronics.
Be right back. All right, so we have the box open.
Yes, I'm loving this already. I mean, yeah, presentation counts. So, you know, everything in here, no real surprises. You know, everything packaged in nice and neatly as you'd expect. But look who's staring at you as soon as you open it up. So it appears that Stripe is on the cover of the instruction booklet. And I absolutely love that. Didn't have to take that step. But
in color.
And in color, right. Yeah, so, but this is fantastic. Shout out to you, Jimmy. Y'all did a great job with this. As soon as you open it up, you're like, oh, that's awesome. All right, we're going to get all the parts out and kind of lay them out, let you show what you're dealing with, and then we'll get them put together.
And now we have Stripe's parts.
Yeah, so here is everything you're going to get in the box. We kind of laid it out as orderly as, well, like Boog said, as orderly as me and him can do it. Yes. It doesn't look like anything too overly complicated here. The head is actually attached to the torso. And then, you know, you've got feet, thighs and calves, arms, awesome instruction book, the ears and the base. And I think that's the AC adapter. And Boog had a little bit of hardware he'll show you here that come with it. Looks like we're going to put in just a couple of bolts. I'm not sure exactly where that's going to go, but they're in this little bag. And that's pretty much it. First thoughts, Boog, what you got? I guess with this haircut.
I think it looks awesome so far.
Yeah, it does look really, really good. I can tell you the first thing on the box, of course, I didn't like. But again, this wasn't an uber expensive prop. He was under $200. But his face is latex, and
No.
yeah, while it looks
Hey guys, it's me, Stripe.
yeah, while it looks fantastic, the rest of his body is, the hard blow mold, which means it will last pretty much forever. But in a certain amount of time, certain amount of years,
His face will rot off.
yeah, he will have no face because he is literally the. Okay, well, that's what your ear's going. So the whole head is latex. So yeah, when that goes,
Even the neck.
it'll be all over for him. I'll probably will put some spray protectant on it just to try to help make it last as long as I can. We're just gonna have to research something that actually was good for latex, because some of those, the spray protectants can actually make it deteriorate faster. So we don't want that.
Definitely not.
But yeah, that's the only bad part. But again, I mean, he was like $175, so we'll live with it. Hopefully we'll have a good time with him while he lasts, for sure.
Yeah.
But all right, give us a few minutes. We're gonna put him together and we'll show you what he does.
Be right back. And we're back.
Yeah. So here he is, fully assembled, and man, I gotta say right away, I love it. I think he's amazing. Obviously, like I said, a movie prop like this, first thing is he's got to look like, like the guys in the movie. And of course, this is Stripe, and he does. I mean, they nailed, I think, every bit of it as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
What do you think, Boog?
Yeah,
I mean,
he
the
looks great.
details, the size, they do say life size. Yeah, I think this is about what I would imagine the size of the Gremlins would be.
Yeah.
Gizmo's probably obviously a lot smaller, but I think they grew up to about this big, or I probably didn't realize they were this big.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they said, 3.5 foot tall? He's every bit of that.
Yeah.
At least. His head's huge. All of the details on the body are really, really good. I think I'll just start down at the bottom. Like I said, there is his base. Base is fine, more than adequate for what we need for him. The feet, and then you kind of got all that scaly body there as you come up the legs. Of course, his sensor is here, and the paint looks really, really good. All this is the hard blow mold. Every bit of the body is. More detail around the shoulder area. I think they have they've nailed it. This is a great Gremlin prop. Looks fantastic. The face, absolutely amazing. Of course, the face really is where you have to get it right, and they definitely did. And each of the Gremlins, that was a cool thing about them, is they looked distinctly different. In some kind of ways. This looks like Stripe. Definitely, he was the leader of the troublemaker. Once they turned into the Gremlins, the red eyes, the nose, all that. Yeah, he's just totally awesome. Even down to his haircut here. It is real. Well, not real hair, but real. What do you call it? Fur.
Fur.
Yeah,
Probably.
real fur.
Yeah.
And I go around here to the back side to see the whole thing. But yeah, he looks great. Even the paintwork on the back of the ears is awesome. We still got the little letters all over ours that you use for assembly. But I'll let Boog talk to you about that in just a minute. There's the back of his haircut. And lots more details back here. So Jimmy's done a great job with this. Really, really, really great job. So speakers here, of course, access to his animatronics and stuff with these screws back here. But yeah, he still got this kind of insect kind of look, which they had going to the back. Even down to this part here. And of course you have your plug for AC adapter, volume control, and that's really hard to see because it's kind of dark in here. This is a rainy, dreary day, right, Boog?
Yep.
But basically what you have is the slider switch here. So you've got off, which is the middle, which I have it now. On, put it on the on mode, he just runs constantly, nonstop. And then you've got a sensor mode, is that bottom switch down there on the bottom. And then now you can just see the back of his legs, even the paintwork down here. You do have a little bit of hardware you have to put in. It's basically just 2 bolts, and they slide in these slots here. So one there and one there. And that's what basically attaches him to this base. So,
And they were an absolute pain in the butt to get in there.
yeah, because the base has a couple of the heavy-duty rods that come up, but they only come up to about right where my finger is, about where this paint ends on both sides. And then his legs are just hollow plastic, and they slide. Of course, they attach up at the hips, and they slide over. The connector pieces here to the feet, and then you put these 2 bolts in, and that's really all that holds him to this base is those 2 bolts. I didn't really like it at first because normally with most of the props, you know, the metal pieces at least come on up into the legs somewhat, you know, to give it that extra support. Because really, like I said, the only thing holding him to that frame and keeping him standing up is the plastic legs. But I will say, even though they are plastic legs, they are very heavy duty and very hard and durable. So I think that's going to be okay. I mean, it feels, you know, really sturdy because we have him on this wobbly table, but he feels sturdy. So I think that's going to be all right. Would have liked to have seen it designed a little bit better, but yeah, like I said, I think it's okay. But these bolts are a little pain to put in because you can't really see that rod once you cover it up with the leg and the foot. So you kind of have to just fill in there for that hole, and then of course get it in there without cross threading it. So that was a little bit of a pain, but other than that, not too bad. So we'll come back around here. And
then there's also more bolts that you have to put in, so you do have to
I forgot.
bolt in the arms.
Yes.
So they're bolted in there on the back, on the kind of shoulders.
Yeah, so here and here.
And that allows them to stay on. But the cool part is if I'll come back around over here.
On the way.
He does have articulation.
Yeah, and this is a huge thing. Because, yeah, you could pose him in so many different ways versus he was just basically a statue.
That's, I'm pretty sure you only got like maybe that and then this.
Yeah, but still, that's a big deal, like for us, because we're going to use him. One of our scenes, we'll have him sitting at a card table with dice. So for him to be able to move those arms up and put some cards in his hands, as he's going to be standing at the table, but that'll still be fine.
I think he may have the legs may also move, but I don't know about that.
I don't think they can. No.
Well, no, they were kind of on a kind of swivels too, so they might if you.
Yeah, if they weren't attached to the frame, they probably would. But being bolted, like I said, to the frame, there's not much movement they could do there. Yeah. But it is great that the arms are articulated and they're very easy to, like Boo said, to move and kind of hold into place. Because yeah, like you can get him, hold him up, turn him upside down, Boo. Can you do that? Grab his ankles, just flip him over. I'll help you out here. Got to hold him up high. All right. Now swing around to me. So this is perfect. So you could actually do him like this. This is what one of the big shots from the movie is, where he's hanging upside down on the bar. Of course, he's wrapped in Christmas lights and he's doing this. So you can actually recreate that pose if you wanted to suspend him, like I said, from like a ceiling or something. And I love that you can do that. That's absolutely awesome. So I'll help Boog out here with getting him right back up. So yeah, with those articulated arms, you could do that. Or you could also use them like me and Boog were talking about doing, and have him sit at the table playing cards, smoking a cigar, with dice, whatever you want to do. So like I said, that's the articulated arms is a big thing. So I love that they included that. So he can also yeet. There's just so much that he can do.
He can yeet. There you go.
Yeah, if you're a wrestling fan, he can eat.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's just he can do all kinds of shenanigans, which that's what you want. He's a gremlin. He's supposed to do shenanigans.
Yes.
So I'm gonna let Boog, if you want to go ahead and turn him on, let's see what he does with the animatronics.
Let's see.
Did we kill him already? I think his mouth's supposed to move or something.
Actually, no. His mouth doesn't actually move as much as you would think.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
It just doesn't move for everything.
I gotcha. Okay. All right, yeah, so I'm gonna let you watch it a little bit. I'm a little confused. I don't know if there's something wrong with ours. Like I said, since he just came out, today basically, I haven't seen any reviews on him to know if this is the way he's supposed to work with the mouth movement or not. You would think the mouth would move with all the phrases, but you can see. So it kind of seems to just move when he laughs. I mean, it's dead on, so I almost think it's programmed like that. But when he says the words, it doesn't actually move, which is kind of odd. Okay, yeah, I think something's definitely going on with ours. Hang on a second. Yeah, that's that part. That's definitely not normal. What did you do there, Big?
Turn off the audio.
Oh, you turned off the
You just
audio.
cut the audio music off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, we're just in silence right now.
Okay.
It's in quiet mode.
So yeah, I'm thinking that he's just programmed to
Just to do it at that certain time.
yeah, just at certain times, basically when he laughs or he hisses type thing. So but yeah, like I said, I think the audio obviously really helps make this prop. Some of the audio is really annoying, but with him, it adds a lot to it. What do you think, Boog?
Yeah.
Definitely having him in silent mode is really weird.
It's very weird.
All right, turn it back up a little bit, Boog.
Fix this.
But yeah, so I don't. After watching it, I don't think ours is broke. I kind of think this is what it's designed to do. But it just doesn't. The mouth doesn't move when he says his words, which is kind of strange. You see, there's like yum yum. You think it would go then? Yeah, definitely different. But anyway, yeah, I think, like I said, he is, like I said, absolutely fantastic. I'll have to do a little more investigating onto the mouth movement part, but I love, like I said, pretty much everything about this. This is a fantastic prop. Like I said, it is awesome for I think 175 bucks. I have to say, yeah, go for it all day long. If you're a Gremlins fan, pick this up definitely.
Yeah.
Probably one of those things that I would suspect it won't be back more than likely. I mean, I could be wrong. They brought Chucky back,
Yeah.
but they've done a lot of these licensed props here lately, starting I think basically with Star Wars and Master Yoda and Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
And then we got what Chucky added on.
Yeah, we got Chucky, kind of Frankenstein, kind of.
Yeah, Frankenstein's definitely in there.
Yeah.
This year they added the Tiffany, the Bride of Chucky, and the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
We have the Frankenstein. We just haven't got him on the channel yet.
And also they did Maleficent and the Evil Witch.
Yes, that's all new for this year. Yes, Maleficent, and then the Evil Witch from Snow White. So we're getting a lot of really awesome license. Of course, Beetlejuice,
Yep.
Licensed movie stuff from the Home Depot, and most of it has been great. It truly has. And I will say, in the beginning when I unboxed him, when I was talking about his latex face, it may not be latex, because I got to thinking about it, and part of my story earlier that I'd started was when it goes to Jimmy and their animatronics. So, like I said, SVI has been the one that's been behind most of all of the Home Depot's amazingness for the past probably 5 years now, since I think about 2019. But Jimmy goes back, my gosh, 30 years.
Yeah.
Those are some of the first animatronics I ever owned, was made by Jimmy way back in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. And then they kind of got out of the game a little bit. I think when the inflatable thing took off, they just kind of, went down that road. That was the moneymaker.
Yeah.
And pretty much kind of got out of the animatronics so much. And just kind of did the inflatable thing. But now I think it's really good to see that they're back. But I've got a couple pieces, actually more than a couple, quite a few pieces that are well over 20 years old. Now they don't still work as far as animatronic goes, but I was thinking a couple of them actually have the vinyl or latex face. That the witch definitely does, and the Frankenstein. And now I'm thinking, but I know both of those are at least 20 years old, and their face has not dry rotted.
Yeah.
They're dirty and gross in that kind of way, because I kind of just keep them under the crawl space of the house for storage these days. But they're not dry rotted after 20 years. So so Jimmy may know a little something when it comes to whatever material they're using there. So this may actually last a very long time, and it may be some other material other than latex, because like I said, latex is notorious for dry rotting and kind of just evaporating, going away over time. So this may be something different that they're using, because like I said, I kind of think of both those props in particular, the Frankenstein and a witch that, like I said, is from probably 2001, 2002. But yeah, and both of their faces, like I said, are still intact and not dry rotted off. So that gives me some hope for this guy, for sure. So keep that in mind if you are kind of concerned about the face being the vinyl latex or not being the hard plastic. But I love this guy for the price, 175 bucks. I'm like, yeah, go get him all day long. I think Jimmy really has knocked it out of the park on this one. I love it. Like I said, while it's, the animatronics are super, super simple. I don't think there's a servo in there. I mean, the head's basically just doing a very basic left to right motion. Same thing with the mouth motor. It's just up and down. Like I said, I would prefer it to move while he's actually saying words, but it seems like it's just pre-programmed to move while he's laughing.
Yeah.
Which is kind of it's kind of a Jimmy thing to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I said, I absolutely love this. Boog, you talk a bit. What do you think? What's your impressions on this guy?
I think it's really cool. I think, pretty much from the few little things that Dad has from the Gremlins, it definitely looks just like them, which is pretty much kind of my only reference, honestly.
Exactly.
But, yeah, just from that, I can tell that this is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, and especially like I probably would have bought it anyway because I've always been a huge Gremlins fan. Yes, Boog. I've had Gizmos laying around the house since it's probably as long as he can remember.
Yep.
But so last year if you watch our Halloween or our Christmas video, because we kind of used the scene in both displays, but we added kind of our own versions of the Gremlins bar scene. It's pretty much what I call it.
Jack of Spades and Dean in there, getting terrorized by the Gremlins.
Yes, they're all kind of sitting at a round table playing poker. We had we used the ultra posable skeletons and dressed them up as kind of some of the characters from the movie. Yeah. Of course, Billy, and I think I had the construction worker. Yeah, the plow, Mr. I think that's what he's saying. It seems like Mr. Dinkle or Dinkle, I think is what he's trying to say. Dangle, something like that. But I think that's what he's saying. But anyway, so we had them sitting in there, and and of course Dean the butler serving the drinks, Dice with the cards, the Gremlins with the car, and the Gremlins all around with the cards. But it's hard to find Gremlins, so I had a Gizmo and in a box that we used to put on the middle of the table.
Then we had a few little action figures.
Yeah, I had a couple of the little Nika figures, not many.
Figures,
and then Boog 3D printed everything else. All the other Gremlins he 3D printed, and they were absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Most of them were like 6 to 8 inches tall. Nothing this huge. That's why this is going to be so freaking amazing for that scene. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, he's going to be just absolutely amazing in there. So he's going to be standing in a chair, playing cards, for sure with Dice and the gang.
I guess we'll see if we can get if those legs will articulate or not.
Yes, exactly. Well, I figure even if he's sitting in the chair, it's low enough, you ain't gonna know if he's sitting or not.
Sure.
He'll just be standing. But like I said, so having the posable arms is awesome. Or we could attach him from the roof upside down, But I don't know. We use a canopy for that scene, so might be a little too heavy for that. But like I said, I think this is great. This is gonna be so much fun. So I'm just going to do a couple more show you a couple more little things you could do with him. I'm throw a Christmas hat on him and some Christmas lights. Just kind of show you what it looks like kind of in that kind of thing. It doesn't come with anything. Like I said, you didn't get a hat. Christmas hat would have been cool to have included. But like I said, you could add your own pretty easy, I think. So anyway, show you a little bit of that, and then we'll wrap this up.
Be right back. And one extra Santa hat and a strand of Christmas lights later, we now have this.
Yeah, this is something that me and Boog just threw together in about 5 minutes. But yeah, we can, like I said, play with it a little bit more. But just kind of want to show you an idea of what you can do with this guy. Now, if this doesn't scream that it just came, he comes straight from the movies. Nothing does. Like I said, now obviously the hat, lights not included. But these are just some I had laying around the shop. But yeah, just a little bit and pretty spectacular, right, dude?
Yes, it seems like me and Dad are now doing a review right in the middle of a rainstorm.
Yes, of course. Yeah, it's been raining here for a week. Yes. But yeah, I absolutely, like I said, love this guy, and you can just have all kinds of fun with him. You can throw the wig on him, make him the girl. You know, I mean, there's so much you can do with this guy just to have a blast. Change him out, dress him up, do whatever you want to with him.
You can even make probably the skater version.
Yeah.
Where he has the skateboard.
Oh yeah, put the little jean jacket on him.
Give him the sunglasses. Find some sunglasses that are big enough for him.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like summertime, you could put him in the, put him some pull shorts on and tank top. Yeah, I mean,
give him some maybe give him some floaties or something.
Oh yeah, potential for
endless amount of possibilities.
Yeah, is like Boog said, endless, just total fun. So I'm loving this one. All right, Boog, I think it's time to wrap this up and give them the old 5-star review. What are you thinking here?
I think it's absolutely amazing.
Me too.
But not perfect. So it's getting a 4.9 for me.
All right.
So I'm only going to take a point 0.1 just because I wish that the mouth moved when he was talking.
Yes, I completely agree. That is a little weird choice by Jimmy. And I'll update this if I do find out that something is actually wrong with ours. But the more I watch it, the more I'm kind of thinking that's just the way it's programmed. But yeah, I'm with Boog. I'm going to go 4.5 just because of that. Because to me, that's something that would have been, it's just a weird design choice. So that would have been easy to fix. But yeah, if it went for that little bit, he'll be a solid 5 stars for me. For the price points, think, like I said, the $175, you know, well worth it. Like I said, if you're a fan of this movie, yeah, it's almost a have to. Grab him, you know, pick him up while you can, because like I said, I think it's awesome. Well worth it.
And also, make sure to check out our new second channel, Boog and Dad Decorates.
Yeah, if you're watching this on the main channel, definitely check out Boog and Dad Decorates. Our stuff on there is, we're going to, no 100% promises, but we try to post our new decor videos on there first, a little bit before.
Well, actually, sometimes even a lot before, because the way that we're kind of trying to do it is we upload on the Decorates channel like as soon as like it's finished editing, instead of having to wait on the main channel schedule.
Yes, that's the reason why I'm trying to split it up, because like I said, we have so much content as far as the toys and action figures and all that goes. The decor sometimes has to wait its turn, or vice versa. So hopefully eventually we can grow it enough to where we can separate both and just have the decor channel and the Big and Dad. All right, so yeah, just going over our final thoughts here on Stripe.
Me and Dad's storage has went full 2 times. So I think it's about time to wrap this up.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, Boog said 4.5 stars for him. I'm going with 4.5 stars for me, only because, like I said,
I went 4.9.
Oh, 4.9? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I'll just say, what Boog said, 4.9, close to 5 stars. Like I said, if his mouth actually moved with the words that he speaks instead of kind of just when he laughs, it would be a solid 5 stars. But it's great. Like I said, with the price, $175, ended up being $25 cheaper than the new Mickey Mouse that's from Lowe's this year. That's Halloween, the Mummy Mickey.
Check out that review. It should already be up.
And I love this so much more. But yeah, so it's great. Pick him up while you get a chance. But thanks for tuning in. And like we're talking about with the Boog and Dad Decor channel, check that out. Subscribe to it if you hadn't already. Yes. Like I said, you'll get these kind of videos over there a little bit quicker than you get them on the Boog and Dad TV channel.
Yeah.
All right. Happy Halloween, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.
Like, subscribe, everyone. Bye.